happened?
Also, too, my juices aren't fully flown to do that high octane show. Not that show that we did.
Right, that was high
secret
octane.
show that was deleted.
Yeah.
Still mad about it.
Yeah, well, there's been a lot of deleted Rad Dudecasts, and someday we'll get kind of a, if we can get sort of the Russian government involved. They're
very good.
very sneaky with computer issues. They'll get in there. They'll take them out from, it's in the cyber cloud.
Do you think we could, if we ever got big enough, we could contact the Kremlin and then could get some of our lost episodes?
I think easily.
Yeah.
I think we could do that today.
Wow.
You got their phone number?
I have a friend that works there.
Really? The Russian Kremlin?
Yeah. Yeah, he's in the FSB. That's the successor of the KGB. He's
FSB?
He's a highly placed intelligence operative.
Fuck, suck, and blow.
Yeah,
Yep.
the KGB took a left after it disbanded.
Real left. Real left. I didn't even check my own mic.
Welcome. Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? This is episode 125. Can you believe it?
Yeah, I thought it was more.
125.
125.
Pretty
If this
cool, man.
podcast were a man, he'd be the oldest man to ever live if episodes were years.
I don't care.
Old people's voice, how come it does that,
Does what?
How come it goes from normal voice, well, not normal, but voice, to, hey, how you doing, everybody?
Well,
Go ahead.
First of all, I haven't heard that very often, but their voice does change.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it has something to do with the same reason. Why does your skin change? Why does your hair change?
Remember the dream.
It's aging. Your vocal cords are aging.
Is that you?
Jing, is that you? Got it this week.
This is episode 125 of the world famous Rad Dudecast. Now,
Saul Guerrero.
Now, if I put in a fucking
Saul
poignant pause, that doesn't
Guerrero.
mean you start talking.
Yeah.
I made a poignant pause. That's radio. That's
Yeah.
good radio.
That's a
It
radio
doesn't mean
pause.
you come in.
We should all go to radio school.
You should go to...
I almost went to radio school. Pregnant pause, I'll talk right through it. Connecticut School of Broadcasting. They pulled me
Really?
aside and they said, listen, I don't want to tell everybody this, but you got so much fucking it. It's pouring out of you, and we didn't want the other people to know, but you definitely have to come to this school.
Where is this happening?
Connecticut
They pulled
School of
you aside.
Broadcasting is in the Hasbrook Heights, New Jersey.
So they saw you at Bananas.
No, I went there because I said I want to get into radio. I was like, college is not for me.
They
I
were
wanna be-
holding an event.
Yeah, it was one of those like come to the event.
Yeah, okay.
And I went, and they pulled me aside,
Wow,
and they were
really?
like, look, I don't know whether you do, but you got to get in on the radio game, right? And I was like, okay. So then I walk out, and then I see somebody else in the room, and I just hear, got to get in on the radio game. And I was like, oh, they're just doing this to everybody.
Yeah,
Because I think this school is a scam.
Yeah.
They had some radio guy come in and said, I make $200 an hour. And I was like, that's the most money you can make. And now I'm like, oh, he only worked 1 hour. He works 1 hour a week. This guy makes $200 a week.
Now, did they teach you in radio school that when the guy is trying to introduce, talk through his poignant pauses? Was that the first lesson?
For 1 hour before the podcast, you said, I'm going to really give a good intro.
I said it. I've been saying it for days. The intro on this baby is going to sell.
I don't think radio ever saw podcasts coming. That's why we got to be on the forefront of whatever's next in life.
That's why I've been doing some research.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, with my guy in the Kremlin.
Oh, right.
Who?
Yeah.
What? The guy in the FSB, the successor to the KGB.
Yeah.
Vlad. Yeah.
What did he say?
What did he say?
What?
What did he say?
He said, hey, man,
Let me say this. This is what happens here. Yes, we talk through your pauses, but don't act like it's not it doesn't help you think of something that you're about to say. If we didn't interrupt each other, none of us would be loaded.
Nah.
That's the whole thing.
No, well, I'm just recounting a true story.
Yeah. I'll say the difference is that you and I don't know where we're going next.
Yeah.
So we need those pauses to kind of have time to think.
Yeah.
Brendan knows exactly.
Oh,
where
with
he's
the
going.
FSB?
Yeah.
That I can't confirm.
Oh, you're
or
talking
deny.
about the FSB. I thought you were talking
The whole
about
thing in
his
general
intro.
is some shit he's just talking out of his ass.
No,
Let the three
no,
Rad
no.
dudes is our plan.
He said, oh, Oh, talking about podcasts. Okay, man. I'll play ball.
Play ball.
That's what he said. He said, I'll play ball. I said, Vlad, give me something here, baby. He
Yeah.
said, oh, you want something? I got a hot Corvette lined up. I said,
got a
Vlad, come on,
Corvette.
that's not what I'm talking about. He said, you want the Corvette or not? I said, give me the Corvette. So
And now you have a Corvette.
Front. Yep, got a sweet Corv.
What year?
What? 69.
Yeah, okay. All right.
The first. This is just 69. One more year, Jesus would have been dead 70 years. It's a 69 Corvette. Just 69.
Yeah, 069
Yeah.
Corvette. You can only get them from the Russian intelligence service.
Bunch of leaves tied together.
Now, this is episode 125 of the world-famous Rad Dudecast. Do us a favor. We got a lot of new listeners coming in, and that's great. That's wonderful. We welcome you aboard to this madness that we love. Rate the podcast on iTunes.
Rate it.
Okay? Subscribe. If you're not subscribed, you got to subscribe. Okay, why wouldn't you subscribe? It's free. It's not like Boys Life magazine. You're not paying $11.95 a year. Subscribe for free. You're ridiculous not to. Okay, rate it, review it. And here's another little tip. Okay, if I could give a tip out there to our friends in listener land, share it. Share it on your social media platforms. You want this podcast to continue? Well, then share it with someone. Get another listener on board. Okay, it's a wonderful thing.
Caveat on that?
Yeah.
What the fuck, guys? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Share it. You're not paying anything. We're doing this for free. We get together every week. We set up the equipment. We do this. You do nothing. You do nothing. Share it. Who the fuck are you not to share it?
Yeah, why?
That's a crazy thing.
It's a crazy thing. Now,
show some support. We're not asking for money yet.
couple of plugs.
Oh, and I got some T-shirts coming out for
He
the,
does.
for the end of for the people who didn't get their T-shirts yet because I had to come up with new designs because they were spoiled. This is very exciting. So we've got 4 guys left who need T-shirts.
Never heard of a T-shirt being spoiled. They went rotten. They turned.
What?
Yeah, well, I didn't want everyone who got special things in the box to now the other people get something else.
Oh, they got a tip off from the box people that opened them. By the way, those videos are great. Everyone that did a opening video, those are great. I watched them all. I love them.
Yeah, there was only 2, I think.
Well, I watched 2 of them.
Now, a couple of important plugs I want to get out there, and we'll hit these again at the end of the episode. For those of you listeners in Western Mass, maybe in the vicinity of Western Mass, maybe you're not in Western Mass, you want to take a little trip. Take a trip, why don't you?
Get drunk and book a flight.
That was pretty good. Take a trip, why don't you, to Cabot Comedy Club. That's Cabot Comedy
Club.
No, hold on. CabotComedy.com is the website. Anthony DeVito and Greg Stone will be there Saturday, January 28th at 8 p.m. Get your tickets at CabotComedy.com. Now, I bet they're going to have comment cards. I'd write on the comment cards, where the fuck is Brendan?
You want to come?
Can't. Too late. The flyers are made. Now, second plug. So that's Greg Stone and Anthony DeVito, Saturday, January 28th, Western Mass, CabotComedyClub.com. Get your tickets now. Another thing, Brendan Air, me, I'm headlining Caroline's, New York City, Tuesday, February 7th. Now, you go on Caroline's website.
FebSev.
You go on FebSev. They said, when do you want to do this? You want to do this February 9th? I said, give me a fucking rhyming date or get out of my face. And so you go on Caroline's website. This is Brendan Air doing an hour Tuesday, February 7th at Caroline's. Go on their website. Click on tickets for that. The promo code is going to allow you to get discount ticket.
Oh, really? What kind of discount are we talking?
Huge.
Only $100?
Yeah. Promo code Brendan.
Mm-hmm.
That's my name. BRENDAN. Put the promo code in there. Now.
What's the discount? What's the ticket price?
No idea. What? I didn't ask you this about your thing.
Well, because this is exciting. I want to go. I'm interested.
Oh, yeah. There's probably going to be a big discount.
Yeah, because I'd pay up to $1,000 to see you perform live.
I'd pay to see you perform live.
Mm-hmm.
I'd pay $1,200.
$200 more than I would pay.
Yep.
What if I said $1,200? What would you have said?
I'd say I would pay $1,400 to see you.
Well, it's a no-win situation. This is a Kobayashi Maru. There's no way to pull this out.
But didn't one guy beat the Kobayashi Maru?
Only one guy, Captain James T. Kirk.
Yeah, but it's debatable whether he beat it or not.
Yeah, what did he do?
He shut down the whole thing.
Yeah, he rigged the system.
He rigged the system.
He game genied it.
But he did think out of the box. I think he'd give him that win. I think that's bullshit.
Yeah,
that they don't.
I give him a win. I give everybody a win because I'm a fucking winner.
Cool, man.
Is the hot dog eating champion that guy Kobayashi? Is he named after that test?
He's the Kobayashi of hot dogs.
Yeah, unbeatable.
Unbeatable.
Yeah.
Did he ever lose?
You rigged the system, he might.
Oh, yeah,
Maybe
man.
he did.
He lost. Joey Chestnut. All these other guys came along. He was dominant early on, but then all these other competitive eaters came along and did what he did, but better.
Kobayashi, you lost to Joey Chestnut?
Yeah,
I
Joey
think
Chestnut,
so, yeah.
I think has dominated that sport for a couple of years now. At least the hot
Well,
dog stuff.
sport, I don't know.
Yeah, I'll say anything's a sport. I don't have the big problem with that's
see,
a sport,
yeah. Right.
that's a dance recital.
Cursing
They're
is
all
a sport.
sports. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Sure. That's
Cuck.
a sport.
Cum. Dildo. You go.
I think you've only said one curse. I
Fuck.
don't think cuck, cum, and dildo are curses.
Oh, see, I didn't have a good score then.
Yeah.
Those are medical terms.
Yep.
Here's the thing. Here's the game. Here's the game. Here's the curse game, right? You have to say 5 curses off the top of your head without saying a racial slur.
Well, yeah,
You
I
gotta go
wasn't going
quick.
to say a racial
Go.
slur. Fuck, shit, damn, ass, cunt.
Cunt was borderline racially
Damn.
motivated.
You said damn?
Damn
Yeah.
isn't. Now you can say damn on TV.
Damn you to hell.
Oh, yeah.
Damn is the original curse because you're
Yeah.
cursing someone to hell. Damnation.
Yeah. I told you my new one. You want to try and do 5? Then I'll tell you my old school.
Sure.
Go 5 curses without saying a racial slur.
Okay. Ejaculate.
Nope, that's
Oh.
this a nice term.
Ejaculate.
Ejaculate.
Shit, fuck, piss, motherfucker.
Well, you're thinking. You're supposed to just go.
Yeah.
I go slowly.
A lot of
that's not
those
the
I
game.
said already,
See,
too.
I don't have enough energy to just fire. You know?
My brain is always just saying, don't say a racial slur. So this game is very hard for
But
me.
why is that,
really?
why is that a thing that your brain wants to say? Maybe because you know it's so
you can't say it.
taboo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I live on taboo. I always watch porn where the guy's fucking his stepsister.
From the Black Eyed Peas, taboo?
Is that a woman?
No, taboo's a man in the Black Eyed Peas.
That's know that.
That's the guy. That's the guy. When I straighten my hair, I look just like him.
Yeah?
Yeah. My friends.
Straighten your hair?
Yeah, could I ask you a question? When do you straighten your hair?
About once every, I think, 4. No, once. I did it once. Once.
Yeah.
Like 14 maybe years ago. Fetz.
14. High octane years.
Fetz's sister Amanda, we were drunk, and she goes, "Oh, straighten your hair, that'll be fun." Oh, straighten it up, like I'm the
Yeah.
life of the party back then.
Yeah.
And boy, I just looked like her and the guy for the Black Eyed Peas.
I feel
you
like
have to
you'd
know
look like-
Fetz's sister to know that I looked like that, but I did.
I don't know who that guy looks like. Does he look like Cat Williams when Cat Williams has
Yes.
that line? Yeah, I feel like
Yes.
he looks like
he
Cat
does
Williams.
not look
Cat
like that.
Williams.
No, he doesn't look like that. That's just similar straight hair, but he doesn't look like that
How
at all.
y'all motherfuckers doing?
There he is,
talks
Cat.
kinda.
Dude, Cat Williams is. If you watch a Cat Williams special,
Yeah.
he's the best comedian.
Oh, dude,
in the
my
world.
mom loves it.
Because his audience is. Any other comedian
Yeah.
would be like, "Well, this is."
Oh, we have
Yeah.
not been recording. Yes, we have been.
I'm in an
Yeah.
arena,
Yeah.
and there's just people yelling.
Yeah.
Constantly. Any other comedian would be like, "Well, there can be no show
Yeah.
here tonight."
Yeah,
And
yeah,
yeah,
Cat
yeah.
Williams just murders.
Yeah, just murders.
Murders.
And that's what's so hard about that is I don't think people realize is the minute that there is silence or the minute there is anything, you're dead in the water.
Yeah, yeah.
So you have to be just going the whole entire time.
Yeah.
Like when you do a VFW or whatever, and you're
Yeah.
like, man, I know the minute I stop talking, these people will take over the show.
Yeah.
That's what he shoots his specials in. That sort of.
Cat performs for
Unpredictable.
dogs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wild dogs.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to help you with the pregnant pauses. We should all just be working on our pauses and not talking like this.
I got to
See,
write.
you already
Right in there.
What?
You weren't even listening.
You weren't even listening.
No, I wasn't, because I got a real right poop coming on.
I got to poop too.
Yeah, these farts are some kind of preview of what's about to happen. It ain't good,
Well, don't
Jack.
fart. This is crazy. We're in a closed room.
It ain't good,
This is
Jack.
ridiculous. It ain't good.
Lately,
Of course.
lately my system has taken a turn, and it's not going back in terms of all my fart smell from now on.
Uh-huh.
And I'm in public places. If I let off a little poof,
Yes.
it takes out a whole subway train.
That's no good.
Yeah.
Well, don't fart on the subway, man. That's
There's no
the
good.
number one rude thing to do.
Really?
Yeah, I
That's
think so.
considered rude.
To me, if I'm in there and I smell shit farts into my nose,
Yeah.
I hate it.
Yeah. Most people do.
Yeah.
I'm in the other camp where I go, I don't really care that much, but I get why people would.
I hate your camp.
To fart on the subway, this is a problem. I mean, it smells for everybody.
Oh, no.
Vlad? No?
No.
Okay.
I think
this?
I've got an inkling of who that may be.
You know who I am. I'm a good friend of the show. I mean, I've been sitting here for 15 minutes, and no one has noticed I'm a different person. We'll talk about that later, good friends.
Who is this?
Next question.
You don't know who that is?
No.
That's Jimmy Smits. Man.
That's Jimmy Smits?
Yeah.
Of course, my friend. I'm such a good actor that you did not realize it was me the whole time.
Well, I didn't realize you were Russian.
No, I'm not Russian. I am a Hispanic man.
Jimmy Smits.
Your eyes
From
betray
Dexter?
you? That's a Spanish guy.
Yes, of course. Well, I was acting like Greg before.
From Dexter.
From Dexter and
it-
many police shows.
Every police show.
Every police show.
Jimmy, how many police shows you been in?
Think of a police show.
NYPD Blue.
That's me.
CSI.
That's me.
Cops on
SVU.
I'm on that one.
Wow.
Yes, I am.
Cops.
Love cops.
Cops on the Beach.
Cops on the beach. I was there.
Reno 911.
That's me.
So it's all you. The entire show is
Yes.
you.
Yes, I'm probably one of. Well, I don't want to gloat. I am the greatest American actor of all time. I'm in so many things. You don't even know it's me. I have a story for you when you are ready.
Okay.
But if you're not ready, we don't have to go now.
Well, I do have some bowel problems that I might have to attend
Yeah,
to.
get out
Should
of
we
here.
pause this
It
and you wanna
smells
take a shit?
terrible.
That's-
No,
yeah.
we shouldn't pause it. We should keep going. You shit.
But he'll have
I
to
gotta
learn.
talk to Jimmy Smits. No, because he's just shitting
Am I
up
going
my
to shit
nose.
my pants in my own apartment?
Let him go
Brendan?
shit. I'm
Yeah,
gonna.
shit your pants. Shit
I'm
your
gonna
pants.
pause the podcast.
No,
You can
I
shit.
won't. I refuse. Okay, do whatever you want, but I'm so fucking mad.
Why?
Because my nose smells like shit.
Speak with me. Speak with me on these problems as he goes in shits.
I have an idea. I have an idea for your nostrils. Just go with me on it. Will you go with me on it?
Of course.
I'm not gonna. No, I'm not gonna just blindly agree, but I might go with you on
I
it.
got these cologne samples.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not going there.
A napkin. I'll put it on a napkin and you can scoop it in your nostrils.
No, I'm gonna smell like cologne all day.
That's kind of fun.
You won't smell like cologne, but your nose will be smelling cologne the whole night.
Yeah, exactly.
No, both.
It'll
Both
be
things
inside.
will happen.
Yeah.
It's not actually happening,
Yeah.
but it'll be inside.
You
This
got-
is a pretty cool experiment.
I think this is a wonderful
Jimmy's
experiment.
behind me.
Yes.
No, Jimmy, you just came, and all of a sudden you're on his team.
I'm on everybody's team.
I'll
Jimmy plays for everyone.
I'll tell you this right now. I'm going to do it for everybody, so we all do it.
I'm in.
No, I'm not doing
Jimmy's
it.
in.
I'm in.
I don't want to smell like fucking
This is a
cologne,
wonderful
man.
idea.
This is great.
Next question.
There's no question. I'm not. Get out of here.
This is
He
so
keeps
exciting.
just
I might-
farting. We're in a tiny closed room, and Jimmy Smits is saying, "Yeah, put cologne under your nose."
Yes, of course. Next question.
Okay. Where were you raised?
Fun question. You should ask me this. Sorry, I had a little something in my throat. I'm gonna pause it.
Okay.
We'll just keep going, and you talk about your fart.
I didn't fart. Anthony farted.
If the fart is in you, it is now your fart. You have taken it upon yourself.
Don't say it's in me because it came in my nose.
It came in your nose. That's like a sexual
See,
innuendo.
I didn't know you were so gross, Schmitz.
I'm everything.
Now, are you ever going to answer this question on where you were raised?
Yeah, I'm going to answer it when Anthony comes back.
Oh, so you can't talk in front of Brendan.
No, because I want to share my experience
What experience?
of growing from a young age as a squirrel.
Okay, that might be best saved for Anthony.
Yeah, so let's talk about this fart and how you feel
I don't
about
want
it.
to talk about it. I hate farts. I hate toilet humor. You know that about me. I think it's all
Well, I didn't know
gross.
that about
I
you.
don't
I had
think
my first
anyone
day
should
meeting you.
fart around other people. I think it's disgusting.
I think it is too, but sometimes it's an act of vengeance. I like the way you think. I knew I liked you. From the beginning, I said, this is my kind of guy.
Anthony perpetrated vengeance on me.
Yes, it's starting to come its way over here, and I will be honest, it is paralyzing.
I don't know. I got to open this door, man.
Open the window. There's a window over here.
No,
Crack it.
you can't. In this home, you can't open windows. Bugs come in immediately, which we haven't even talked about. Anthony is apparently under.
Oh,
some
my
sort of,
God.
Yes, it smells horrible.
Ooh,
I know.
That smells like
That's what I'm saying.
That smells like a Garfdon from Naboo.
A glove dog?
Garfdon, it's one of the many monsters on the planet of
well,
Naboo.
I was going to tell you, it smells like a glove dog.
Glove dog. The glove dog.
Now, here's the problem.
Yes.
Let me lay out a problem for
And,
you.
yes.
Because you're new
I am new
to the podcast.
to the podcast.
And I'm going to tell you what's going to
Or
happen.
am I? We'll get into that. Tell me about what you mean.
Well, I hope you are. 'Cause
continue.
this could be problematic if I've been on a podcast for 125 episodes with Jimmy Smits and hadn't known it. But I'm not going to get into that.
Mm-hmm.
Anthony is shitting right now. Right?
Yes.
He's going to come back in here,
Mm-hmm.
and I give you my word as a man, he's going to immediately fart again.
Let me say this: I am not a gambling man. I am not. I will not. I will not bring myself to come to the derelicts of society and put money down. But if I had money, which I do, lots of money, I would put it all down. That way, as soon as he walks in that door, he is going to fart, and it's going to be worse than anything we've ever felt in our lives.
Yeah. He's a habitual farter, burper, any kind of bodily thing.
He's fluid. A lot of people are fluid. He's fluid with his body. He just gives it all to you. Very transparent.
Boy, Jimmy, you have an interesting way of looking at the world, and it is rubbing off on me. Very optimistic. So this guy who's a gross, disgusting human being, Anthony, you see that as really being transparent, really giving.
The most honest a man can be.
By farting.
Yes, he's not hiding it. This is who I am. Take me for what I am.
Interesting. And what you are is a smelly sack of shit.
Part of him. Part of him isn't.
What's the part that isn't?
I don't know it. He pretty much smells all the way through. But I'm being honest and saying there's got to be some part of him that doesn't smell.
Now, interesting thing I was thinking about you. Because it's funny you should come on the podcast because I've just been thinking about you this morning. You've sort of been the same level of bald for 25 years.
It's a choice I've made.
Yeah, you don't seem to be balding anymore, but you're not. No one could really say you have a full head of hair.
No, and they shouldn't, as I would be upset if they did. I don't want to toot my own horn.
Okay.
And look, some people have the things that they're good at. What I am good at is three things: being a great person, being a great actor, and being devilishly handsome. That being said, to give it an even playing field, if you were to put a man like me on a movie, full head of hair, it takes you out of the movie. Now you're thinking, how do I fuck Jimmy Smits? How do I see Jimmy Smits? How do I be around Jimmy Smits? So I don't find balding to be unattractive, but some American culture is very weird like that, find it to be less attractive. So I receded the hair through sheer acting. Receded my hair backwards to take it down a little bit so that I can act with the uglies like Brad Pitt, George Clooney, Dexter's sister / girlfriend / wife / I don't remember what happened in the last season.
I don't really know what that was about, but interesting. So you just mentally acted yourself partially bald.
Yes.
Wow, that is some serious acting.
Acting, to understand acting, you have to understand the world. Acting is not just a thing you do. It is a thing you're tapping into. It surrounds us. It binds us. It penetrates us. To act is just to tap into that world and just feel it and be with it. And I have full power to manipulate all of acting.
Wow. Now, would you... And if you're uncomfortable doing this, that's fine.
I'm comfortable with everything.
Wow. Interesting.
Yes.
Now, would you be so kind as to give us just a brief acting demonstration?
Well, funny you should ask. Maybe we'll get into something that I wanted to get into. As you look at me,
Yes.
I am acting.
Really?
As I said before, I was not raised a Hispanic man from Colombia, as my Wikipedia page would say. I was raised a squirrel.
Really?
From New Mexico.
A New Mexican squirrel?
And I said, I would love to be an American human actor.
Wow.
The times were not ready. They were not ready to have an American squirrel actor. So I presented myself, and I didn't just go white male, because then that's easy. I still wanted to give myself a challenge, so I said, Hispanic man, handsome, and I've just, you are what you see, and I portray that. And here I am.
So let me get this straight, because I don't know if I've really gathered this information in yet and fully digested it. You are saying,
yes,
Jimmy Smits, the very handsome man I see sitting in front of me right now. Now, if I can describe, this is an audio podcast, so let me describe to our listeners.
Yes.
It's Jimmy Smits. It is, you guys know what he looks like.
Yes.
He's about 6'1", just an imposing figure of a man, but yet still a softness, a kindness that that touches your heart while at the same time striking fear into any that would cross him. You're telling me that man,
Yes.
that's all acting. You're in
Yep.
fact a little squirrel.
Notice here, I'm going to stand on this scale.
So you're on the scale.
Okay. What does that number read?
Oh my God, you weigh 2 pounds, 0.4.
And here's the thing. I turned the acting off on that scale. If I wanted you to see 187, you'd see 187.
But wow, that's amazing. That's a 2.4 is as you all know, the only acceptable average weight of a squirrel. There may be some truth here.
Yes, of course there's a truth there. And I want it to be, that's why I say in America, do what you want. You could be anything you want.
And here in front of us is a squirrel who has been in every police procedural ever.
I love police procedurals. Let me also say this, to take a quick side off. He's been shitting for a long time.
Yes, certainly.
That is a long... He's back.
No, we don't want the
With
cologne. We're not
Q-tips.
doing the cologne.
And cologne.
No, I don't want cologne. So
You only
Anthony's
brought
got
2.
Q-tips doused in cologne. That's actually pretty
Yeah, that
good.
smells pretty good.
Oh, yeah. Huh?
That's pretty good. So
This
we
is what
doused
you
some
do.
Q-tips in cologne,
Oh,
and
yeah.
we're shoving. Me and
Uh-huh.
Greg are shoving them up our nose. It doesn't
Pretty
even
good.
smell like shit anymore. But this is not bad.
This isn't a bad idea for life.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
on the train. You get a homeless guy come in.
Exactly.
You take out a Q-tip that has a pre-scent on it.
Yep.
And like a cigarette, you just ride it around your nose.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
pretty good.
And now
We
you're
should
the only
sell
guy
these.
that could sit in an empty car.
Yep.
And then everybody
Yeah.
else is jealous of you. You're reading your book,
Yeah.
Wuthering Heights or whatever you're reading, and you're smelling great in your own world. Meanwhile, a guy took a shit next to you.
Now, it would be helpful for me, Jimmy, if I could sort of recap your story to Anthony, just to make sure I have the details correct.
So, Jimmy, you like the cologne thing?
I love the clothes.
And,
That's great.
And feel free to jump
Very
in if I
exciting.
have anything wrong.
I will, of course will. I'm just checking out some notes here that I have taken for things that we must go over.
Okay,
Of course,
so
you're a professional.
well, hold on. You're
Great
gonna
friends. Great talk, by the way.
You're going to be shocked.
Really?
Yeah. Okay, because we got into some things while you were gone.
Oh, boy.
Now, how good of an actor do you think Jimmy Smits is?
One of the best.
Well, get ready to have that go even further.
Okay.
Turns out, Jimmy Smits is not a man. Okay? The act of Jimmy Smits as a man is nothing but that, an act. That's how great of an actor is. He is a squirrel
Okay.
from New Mexico
Yeah.
that has
What?
just been acting.
He might not believe me. Let me get on the scale again.
Yeah, now he gets on the scale.
Uh-huh.
Look at the numbers on the scale. 2.4 pounds.
How's that?
Because he weighs the same as a squirrel.
I'm acting like a Hispanic
God.
man.
So, wait. So, how did you go from a squirrel in New Mexico to one of the finest actors in the country?
Acting.
No, I understand that it's acting, but how does the moment that happens? How did you know, first of all, that you could be such a good actor as a squirrel?
Well, I'm a squirrel,
Yes.
and I'm a great actor.
Okay.
And I said, I'm not sure if this is what you're asking, but I think are you wondering about how you are seeing a human being standing in front of you?
No, I'm cool with that.
Cool.
I am cool with
As
that.
long
we
as
can
we're
revisit
cool.
that later
Because I knew you were cool.
if you want. I'm very cool with that. I'm wondering.
Are you cool?
I'm very cool.
I love it.
I'm very cool.
You cool?
Well, not only am I cool, I'm going to interrupt Anthony because we can't just gloss this over. And you go back to your question. Don't forget your question.
Yeah.
Anthony and Jimmy, I hate to do this the day you're on the podcast because your story is fascinating. Anthony has rewritten the rules of American etiquette here today.
Yes.
Okay?
This is huge.
This-
we
yeah,
should sell these to our fans.
This
Good.
cologne on a Q-tip is fantastic. The new thing
Yeah.
you do is if you fart in a room, you say, "My apologies, friends," and
Hand
you
them out.
take out
Yeah.
a Q-tip,
Yes,
doused in
doused in
cologne,
cologne.
Yep.
and hand it to everyone in the room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're just kind of giving a whiff under our
Yes.
nose, and it's wonderful.
looks cool. You
It's
look
wonderful.
cool.
And you look
You
cool.
look fucking cool.
You look very cool. It's a very
Man.
gentlemanly thing
Now,
to do.
Yes.
if this could spread,
Yeah.
there's one way I know it can spread. Schmidt.
You're goddamn
Yeah,
right. I will
because
back this.
People do what he does.
We got
Jimmy Smith's smelling sticks.
People are going to say,
Yeah.
"Did you-
Can we do
all
this?
right.
Did you watch NYPD Blue last night? What was Schmitz doing with the Q-tip? He put cologne on it.
I'd love to do this. I'd love to market this. I'll be your face for this.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. Jimmy Smith smells sticks.
Jimmy Smith
This
smells
is
Smiths.
great.
Sticks. Yes.
So then maybe even the sticks themselves can become fashionable. You know?
They
Maybe
already
you
are.
Design them a little bit.
Yes.
Can I tell you another thing that's
Yeah,
happened
please,
today?
please.
And then let's get into Schmitz. You got a lot of questions for Schmitz.
Yeah, I'd like to go back to my
before
questions.
Greg
but-
left.
Yeah.
he's been trying to tempt me. What he did, he knows where I sit, and he's left his lady's underwear drawer open. As a lure.
Yeah.
He's trying to. I'm going to shut it, but he's trying to lure me in. I didn't look, but he's trying to say, take a peek.
Yeah.
Treat yourself is what he's trying to say. And it's like,
I don't want to interrupt.
Yeah. Jimmy, you've seen this before?
I've seen this before.
Okay.
Many places that I go, men will offer their women's panties to me as a sign of respect, as a sign of be part of our family.
I don't want to be worried about this, so let's just get it out of the way.
What?
You know what I mean? I don't want to be worried that my girlfriend is going to give you her panties.
So I offer her.
So I offer them.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like when you it's like when you when you go into a match with a man who's too big. You say, you already win. You take a fall.
Right.
right.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
what
need
people
this
do.
stress.
Yes. Of
Now,
course.
this might be treading on delicate ground, and then I know Anthony did have a question for you.
Full
but-
transparency. You know how I
Okay, as
live.
long as you're okay. Sexually,
Sexually, of course.
you are in fact beneath the acting, beneath the display of acting, the likes of which has possibly never been seen. You are in fact a squirrel.
Mm-hmm.
So, are you attracted to other squirrels, or are you attracted to humans, or is there something else? How do you maneuver that difficult minefield of sexuality?
Here's the thing. This is a very good question. Now, here's the thing. What is great is what I am attracted to, I will get into. But let me say that having the sexual taken out of Hollywood makes it much easier to navigate. You know, most people are trying to get in the panties. Not me. I am only other attracted to other squirrels who are also in the acting business.
How many...
Oh,
Yeah.
whoa.
Yeah, there's
Are you
lots
able to
of.
disclose that information? How many other
of
squirrel
course.
actors
Why
are...
not? We don't hide.
It seems like you're high. This is the first you've ever came out. As far as I know, and we've broken a lot of news on the Red. I don't know if you're a follower, but the whole
I love the cast.
the whole 7 International Immortals thing, that was us. We broke that.
Yeah, I knew those guys.
Anthony won a Pulitzer for that, which was a little weird because I thought Brendan and Greg did the heavy lifting, but they gave him the Pulitzer
They
prize.
go alphabetical order.
Yes.
Anyway, I guess that is true.
My name is A.
Anthony.
You're B.
Brendan. Damn it, I wish my name was... Well, my name is Jimmy Smits, but I wish that other guy's name was Craig, because then it'd be ABC.
Oh, that'd be nice. We could change that.
Should I just change it?
Something.
I'll change it for him.
Yeah, change it for him.
Good.
But, so, you're saying you don't hide. But, as far as I know, Jimmy Smits, 30-year career, this is the first anyone's ever heard of the fact that he is actually a squirrel from New Mexico.
No one's ever asked.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'll tell
Right. Yeah, no one just thought to ask that.
you. Yeah.
Well, the interesting part about that is we also didn't think to ask that, and you really came right out and
You've got
volunteered.
to ask everything.
And we do ask everything here. We do ask everything. Now, other squirrels in Hollywood, so you're not the only one.
Yeah,
There's
of course.
other actors
The
that are
greatest
squirrels.
actors are squirrels.
Wow.
Yes.
You mind naming a couple?
Well, of course, Ewan McGregor.
Squirrel.
Squirrel.
I had my suspicions.
From where?
What?
From where?
Oh, England. He's an English squirrel.
Now, did you know, before he came to Hollywood, did you know him, before you guys became actors, did you know him just through squirrel circles or no?
No, I don't hang with squirrel circles. I hang
Not
with
at
human
all.
circles.
Wow. So this was from a young age. You were over the squirrels.
Oh, yeah, because you can never go home, they say.
They do.
They say that a lot.
Hey, dude, when did you decide I'm going to stop being a squirrel, or I'm
He's still a squirrel.
Never stopped being a squirrel.
yeah, my mistake. When did you decide that the traditional squirrel life wasn't for you?
Now, how many nuts can you get? That's what I said. I was a young kid. I said, I had too many nuts. Let me go out and try to be act like a cop. And then I did it.
I understand in the squirrel community, you get a lot of backlash.
I don't want to be rude, and I do love transparency, but I would appreciate if we moved on from the squirrel thing. It's just something I don't love to talk about.
Okay.
See, this is why it irritated me that you got the Pulitzer and I didn't. Because
Yeah.
you're so willing to just drop the interesting angle on a story, and sometimes you got to prod a little.
Well, here's what I do, and this is why I think I won the Pulitzer for my methods. It's a lot like what Columbo does with people when he goes, "No, you didn't do it. You didn't do it. I believe you. You're fine." And then you go, "I'm gonna go get a soda." What do you want?
Wait,
What do you want? Like a Sprite?
This guy's a great actor. I don't know whether he's going to get me a soda or he's not going to get me a soda.
What do you want? He's getting you a soda.
Give me a soda.
Are you a squirrel?
No, I'm not a squirrel.
Are you legally a cat?
Okay, all right. I'm not. I mean, I know you're a fan of my comedy.
I'm a big fan. Big fan.
No, I'm not. But anyway, you want a Diet Coke, Dr. Pepper? What do you like?
I like Coke Zero, of course.
You like Coke Zero.
Like
when you killed
the
your
young
wife, what was
Pope.
going through your head?
What?
Exactly. And that's how Columbo gets him. I think I've talked about it on the podcast before, but that's what I do with the questioning, where I go, I'll drop it. So, Jimmy, don't worry about it.
Oh,
It's
yes,
fine.
I'll have a Coke.
It's
Yes.
fine. So,
But also, you didn't catch him. He just said what?
yeah, but it caught him off guard.
He did.
He
didn't really.
As we all know from Columbo, that's admissible in court. Yeah. I asked him a question. He seemed surprised.
Yes. Shall I take you for a ride?
You shall. Let me just do a pause here and get some promos in. January 28th, CabotComedy.com, Western Mass. It's going to be Greg Stone, who stepped out of today's episode, and Anthony DeVito. Get tickets at CabotComedy.com. Then February 7th.
Burping.
Jesus Christ.
I'm going to use my Smits smell stick.
February 7th, Caroline's here in the city.
Febsev.
February 7th, Brendan Air, that's me, headlining. You got to check it out. Go on Caroline's Comedy, whatever their website is. Just Google Caroline's. Get tickets. Use promo code Brendan for a discount. And then thirdly, I know we have a lot of college listeners, a lot of young listeners. Do us a favor. Set up a little jar in your room where you've got pre-dipped Q-tips in cologne. Jimmy Smith smell sticks. Okay,
And take a video and post them.
Yeah.
Get a label on it. Take a video or a picture. Jimmy Smith smell sticks. Hand them out when someone farts in your room. Give him a Jimmy Smith smell
Give me a
stick.
Jimmy Smith smell stick.
Yeah. Hashtag RDC, baby.
Hashtag
the Rad
RDC.
Dudecast.
Yeah.
Get a Jim. You're gonna love it. This is phenomenal.
This
I
works.
gotta say, Anthony, great friend of mine. Never has he had one single good idea.
This is a great
but
idea.
this is great. Even Jimmy Smith, Squirrel Jimmy
should get
Smith,
this
is
on Shark
sold hard on this.
My friend Mark Cuban, he'll back this on Shark Tank.
You think, Jimmy?
Yeah.
Great.
Jimmy Smith smell sticks. Let me say this. I would love to. Oh, well, yes, Brendan.
Yes, what?
First of all, I just want to mention that you have a hole in your sock, and if you go further than the whole sock, there's a hole in your foot. Something has happened here.
There's a hole in my foot?
Yeah, there's a.
Well, I can't see the bottom of my foot. Take a picture and show it to me.
You know what? It's just some lint. Never mind.
That is a common problem. People think they have a hole in their foot. It is lint. I'm not happy with this. I'm down low on laundry. I got holy socks.
What are you not happy with those socks? Oh.
Now, is one thing I was curious to have Jimmy Smits in here. Tell me a little bit about your achievements in the acting field and outside of the acting.
Well, there's many things I've done. I've been on more NYPD cop shows than any other actor. We can get into my role on Star Wars at some point.
Yeah.
But I was also the first Latino Batman.
I don't know that you were.
What do you mean?
Well, there's two problems.
Yes.
That I'm seeing, and I don't mean this to be rude. I'd like you to walk us through it.
Sure.
I don't think you're Latino. You're a squirrel.
I'm a Latino squirrel.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay,
I believe that you're the first Latino Batman. I
Yeah.
totally go with you on
Yeah.
that. Why do all the squirrels hate you?
He tried to get me. He tried to get me. He tried to get me, and I'm not going to go there.
Columbo.
Columbo's ass slap.
He did.
Columbo's ass slap.
Yeah, I was the first Latino Batman.
What was that like?
It was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just put on a mask, and I started kicking the shit out of people outside
So
of bars.
how come I don't know about this within the canon of Batman? Why don't I know about it?
Oh, well, great question. Great question. It wasn't filmed, and I did not do it for a movie. I just did it.
You just did it.
I just did it. I just was Batman for 1 year.
Whoa.
Now, when was this?
Last year.
Oh, then I think you were beaten to the punch.
What are you talking about?
I think the first Latino Batman was those kids from the movie Wolf Pack.
What?
Yeah, they dressed up as Batman one time.
Yeah, but they did it. They did it in terms. If I'm hearing this right, you did it in terms of you were actually Batman.
Actually Batman.
You weren't filming a movie.
No.
No.
Just protecting the city.
You were just protecting the city. What city?
New Mexico.
New Mexico.
State? But
Well, that's a town in New Mexico.
oh, New Mexico,
You don't know every town.
I don't know every town.
So?
So I apologize.
So what?
Apology accepted.
Were there any altercations as Batman that surprised you, that you were too much for you, or anything like that?
Yeah. The uprising of the squirrels.
Columbo.
Oh, okay.
Columbo
Here we
strikes
go.
again.
Now we're moving.
There was a squirrel uprising. You've admitted it.
Yeah. These people are family, and it's hard for me to speak of this. But there was a squirrel man, the first squirrel man. Now, I'm just a squirrel, acting like a man.
Right.
Squirrel man
Yes.
came in. Okay. Now, he is red hair. What's his name? He was on NYPD Blue.
Oh, David Caruso?
Uh-huh.
Squirrel man. He infiltrated the community and tried to turn everybody against me.
Wow.
Wow, but that...
Slander campaign.
Now, was he acting... when you say he's a squirrel man, he is not what you are, which is a squirrel acting so well that we see you as a man.
Yeah.
He was some sort of combination of a squirrel and a man?
Yes, a squirrel had sex with a woman and created him.
So his father is a squirrel, his mother
father
is a woman.
dead squirrel.
His father died.
Yes.
How did it... Is that important to the story? It seemed like you really hit that hard.
How he died wasn't important.
Oh, my God. You...
Yeah, okay, yeah, how he died wasn't important. That's
Sure,
fine. No
not
problem.
important. Let's
Tell us
just
about
brush over
what
that.
other movies?
Well, the movies, I did The Phantom Menace.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yes.
How was it like to work with Natalie Portman?
I didn't work with Natalie Portman. Acting. There was only 3 people in that movie. Me,
Uh-huh.
Ewan McGregor,
Uh-huh.
Jar Jar Binks.
Uh-huh.
The only 3 people. George Lucas did not have a script. He did not have anything. He said he just, off the top of his head, he said, let's do new Star Wars. Everyone was so excited. He didn't expect the excitement.
Yeah.
He didn't expect it. Next thing he knows it. He didn't do his homework. They said, bring Jimmy Smits in. They put me in, and he just hit record and go. And me and Ewan McGregor acted the shit out of that movie. We did every single role.
Wow.
There's no CGI. It's just the purest form of acting. Me, Ewan, and Jar Jar. That's people that give people Jar Jar Binks a lot of shit on him.
Yeah.
But that guy isn't even CGI'd. That's just the ugliest man you've ever seen.
I know, and it hasn't got a lot of work since then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So speaking of...
He has, actually. He's just such a good actor that you don't realize it's him.
Oh,
He usually
wow.
goes under the role of Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, so you brought up Jar Jar Binks. Why'd you kill Caruso's dad?
Jar Jar Binks is a... This guy cuts me right to
This
the...
guy is good. That's Pulitzer Prize winning journalism. You saw it.
We were hanging, doing a lot of Thunderballs. And I mean, we're going back and forth.
Just
Yeah.
sidebar, what's a Thunderball?
Crack, cocaine, red hot electricity.
Wow.
Yeah.
That
You
is.
smoke a little crack, you start a little cocaine, and then you take the back of an old Sega Genesis,
Yeah.
the old wire, you pop it in your mouth for 3 seconds.
Wow. Thunderball.
Yeah, we're thunderballing all night.
Okay, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Do not do these. Do not do a thunderball.
Okay.
You will die.
Yeah. Okay.
As what happened with Caruso's father.
Plus, a squirrel, very small. That's a lot
Yeah.
That's a lot to handle.
You ever see a squirrel light up? It's legitimately like a cartoon. You could see through them and just see their bones.
Wow.
right.
Like an
And then
X-ray.
they jump like an X-ray. So he's there. We thunderballing all night. We're fucking hookers. We're just getting into stock tips and acting. And he was my original acting coach.
Now, at this point, he's a squirrel.
Uh-huh.
Are you acting at this point? If I were to walk into that room, right,
Yeah.
would I see Jimmy Smits and a squirrel fucking hookers, or would I see 2 squirrels fucking hookers?
Well,
were
you'd
you
have-
acting, or how were you portrayed at the time?
You'd have to walk into a room on the 27th floor and look out the window onto a branch where 2 squirrels were talking.
Oh, it was just
This
2
is
squirrels.
squirrel
This
days.
was and now
This is before I took on the role of human
were the
actor.
hookers human hookers?
Squirrel hookers.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. These are just
So just 2 squirrels doing.
yeah, and
doing
that is
some
not looked down
thunderballs.
upon in the squirrel community.
Hooking?
Your body is your body. You are free to do with what you want with your body.
Oh, very
Yeah,
progressive.
very progressive, the squirrel community. We accept all kinds.
How do you find the differences in the squirrel community than the human community? Aside from the nuts, the trees, all that stuff.
Yeah.
I'm talking about social issues.
social issues. I mean, off the top of my head, they're pretty similar, but throw one at me and I could say,
Gay marriage.
no. No way.
This
No way. Never going to happen.
Okay. All
Now,
right.
this is where
Interesting.
this is where his journalism gets confusing. Because what he's done is he's backed you into this amazing corner where we're really about to find out the truth of David Caruso's father.
Yeah.
And then in a move I can only attribute to leading somewhere bigger, he backs right out. He backs right out right when we're on the verge of cracking the case, and he is on to social issues.
Got to go left to go right.
Yeah, that's why I have so much to learn from you. Now, how does, because I'm no Columbo myself, I don't know how this works, but how does
Ooh, phone call.
Dumont, New Jersey, hello? How does the death of David Caruso's father, and he's at this point he must have been a little squirrel boy, squirrel man boy.
Who, the father?
No, Caruso. He's born obviously before his father dies,
He wasn't born.
but he was already impregnated.
He
with
was
his mother.
impregnated. The
Who
nut
was a human.
had left the seed.
Yeah. Now, so how does the death of Caruso's father tie into this eventual squirrel uprising you talked about?
Well, that's the thing, is that I was looked upon in these old days as the greatest squirrel to come out of New Mexico. You know, just to clarify, there's smaller towns in the squirrel community, so you get more specific.
Right.
Yes.
New
Yes.
Mexico.
Yeah. And so I was the belle of the ball, and then, after I buried if he thunderballed himself out, buried him up, I kept that as a big secret.
Oh, you didn't tell anyone.
I should have. That's why I'm full transparency now.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have accepted me. So Caruso figures this out as he gets older, because I told him. And, he gets pissed off about it. Killed his father, no big deal. And then, he starts telling people, Smits is a liar, Smits is a this, Smits is ashamed to be a squirrel. And then the squirrels tried to attack me, and that's when I took human acting form.
Oh.
And then I started punching squirrels.
So the squirrels turned against you.
Yeah.
And how many squirrels would that have been?
All of them.
Every squirrel. This is outside of New Mexico, everywhere.
Yeah, they talk. They're real chatty Cathys.
Now, and I don't want to keep trying to make you prove who you are, but we saw you step on a scale. You did weigh 2.4 pounds, but just as a little extra confirmation, will you speak just a little squirrel for us?
Of course. I mean, it's been so long.
Yeah, man, that's squirrel.
That's squirrel, dude.
dude.
That's definitely squirrel.
Yeah, so, that's fine.
How many? I don't know. Do you ever miss just being a squirrel? Is it a lot? It's a heavy burden.
No, I'm a squirrel right now.
But
I miss my family and friends.
Yes, that's what I mean.
Of course, I miss them. But then when I don't, I just turn on the acting. I turn on the acting, and I act like everyone is my family. And that
Do you ever
only
give
gets you so
shout-outs
far.
in your movies to the squirrels? Do you know, like mid-movie, is there anything I've missed while watching one of your movies
Easter
or
eggs.
shows? Easter eggs.
Or Easter acorns, as we call
Yes.
them. Sure. In the squirrel community.
And no. No, I never thought of it.
Oh, okay.
But I might going forward. Keep an eye out.
Okay. And you have a book coming out that's talking about all this?
Nope.
Okay.
I do not have a book.
Must have misread that.
How did you? So let me ask you this. Obviously, Hollywood. Everyone who has any success whatsoever in Hollywood gets thoroughly investigated by the private detectives of the studio. They love to do that.
Of course.
Okay? How did you create this cover story to keep them from knowing you were a squirrel? Did
No,
you
they
hire
know.
a oh, they know.
They know. People just don't care. Hollywood's very progressive.
Right.
Yeah. Meryl Streep was a champion of getting me, fair treatment.
Hollywood could keep a secret.
Yeah, well, they don't give it secret. Just nobody asks.
Right. Well, nobody thinks to ask.
In the credits, they don't say what kind of thing you are.
Right.
It says Jimmy Smits
Are
played.
people other things?
Yeah, that's a great question. Because
Yeah.
right now, so far, this morning, before you came into our studio, I thought all Hollywood actors
Or
humans.
beings.
Yeah.
Now, I'm thinking all Hollywood actors are either humans or squirrels. Is that too narrow of a range?
Yeah, John Denver's a goose.
Denver is a goose.
John Denver is a goose.
Very ironic that he died in a small plane crash.
Yeah.
Yes.
He could have just jumped out the window and flown.
Yeah.
He jumped out and flew, but his wings are on fire. Burned his
That's
wings right
why
out.
the government has hidden that footage.
Well, they didn't
If I
hide
were
it.
you, I would, because you haven't received any never received a ton of acclaim as an actor.
I haven't?
From the Academy. Hang on. Not by the people. The population loves you. People love you.
I've won many awards.
Hang on. You haven't really received any.
I have
that
the
kind
list
of irk you
right
because
here.
you're like, not only am I acting, but I'm also a squirrel. So I'm acting like a human, and then on top of that, I'm acting like a cop in NYPD Blue. So you're double acting.
Yeah, double acting.
So that's got to be so hard for you not to come out and be like, look, I should get the award every year because you don't even know what I'm doing behind the scenes.
This question can't be answered because, I mean, Primetime Emmy Award, Viewer of Quality Television Award, Golden Globe, Primetime Emmy Award, Screen Actors Guild, Independent Spirit, Golden Globe, Screen Actors Guild, Primetime Emmy, Golden Globe, Primetime Emmy, Screen Actors Guild. Oh, you need me to list more? Primetime Emmy, Satellite Award. Who even gets the Satellite Award?
I don't know what that is.
It's an award for satellites.
Okay, what I mean is, you
and they gave it to me.
My mistake. You obviously have a ton of awards. I mean, when you get snubbed.
Yep.
You didn't get the.
I've never been snubbed.
Well, you didn't
Screen
get the Best
Actors
Actor
Guild,
for the
Alma
Phantom
Mater
Menace.
Award. What?
You didn't get the Best Actor for Phantom Menace. How do you react to something like that, knowing full well you're doing more than just any other actor out there?
Let me say that's a great example.
Okay, that's what I mean.
My friend, that is a great example.
Okay.
Sometimes I forget I'm Spanish.
That's all right. You got a lot of things.
I was not the best actor in that movie. Ewan McGregor was the best actor.
But he didn't get it either. So is that, you know what I mean?
He got it.
I'd love to go with you out of this, but, you know, history's telling me a different story.
I gave it to him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I would give it to him.
All right.
Well, who gives anything? If someone gives you a Coke,
I'm in.
You still got a Coke,
I get it.
right?
I believe you.
So you want one that comes from me? And you guys could just go on with the Rad Dudecast. I'm here. You don't have to full interview me. I mean, I'll take all the questions. I do have
It's not
advice.
every day we get Jimmy Smits in here.
No, it's not every day we get Jimmy's. It's also not every day we break a story of this size.
Yeah.
Although it's almost every episode.
Yeah, that is true. People, you know what it is? I think we're very accessible.
That's the thing. When people have a big story to break, who are they going to call? They're going to call
Yeah, we're very disarming.
E.T.? No, come on.
Yes.
You're going to get a fluff piece out of them.
E.T.
With us, you get the
Entertainment
real,
Tonight.
Yeah, not the
Think about
alien.
the alien.
But you could call the alien.
Yeah.
Next question.
Well,
Yeah, I love how you just said, go ahead, do the Rad Dudecast without me.
yeah.
You're actively taking questions.
I have a quiz.
Interesting. This is okay. Jimmy Smits.
Yep.
Squirrel Jimmy Smits. Now, what is? Oh, here's a question. We haven't. I can't believe we haven't asked this. What is your real name?
Oh, yeah. That's a great question.
Yeah.
And you want to know the answer to that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've got how many listeners do you guys have?
Hundreds of thousands.
I can't have people calling me.
Well, you don't have to give out your phone number.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. My name is.
Now, would you prefer that I called you or Jimmy Smits?
Jimmy Smits will do.
Okay.
Yeah. I had to change my name when I started my band.
Do you still keep up with what's going on?
Let me explain. Let me do an analogy for how it's like talking to him. You're playing volleyball. Someone hits the ball right to him. Everyone looks. Anthony picks up a soda, takes a drink, throws it at the crowd. People say, "We thought you were playing volleyball," and he says, "I am playing volleyball." Yeah, the ball was right to you.
I thought of something interesting. Yeah, we'll get back to the band.
A man is lobbed a tennis ball, the likes of which he could just smash down on the other side of the net. The ball comes down. Anthony is standing there on rollerblades, wearing a fucking Walkman.
Yeah.
So you got a band.
I don't want to talk about the Smits now.
You brought him up.
Your band is the Smiths.
Yeah.
Smith.
Now, do some people think they're the Smiths, or are you in competition with the Smiths?
We are in heavy competition with the Smiths.
Seems like you're losing because this is the first I've heard
Yeah,
of the Smiths.
I've heard the Smiths.
The Smiths are doing good.
What are some of your
Ain't
songs?
that some Smit? And it's Smit to be square.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, I do recall, because this is weird.
Smit me with your best shot.
I almost forgot about this. When that movie with Jack Nicholson came out about Schmidt, I do remember right around that time, there was a brief moment where I started seeing advertisements for About Smit.
Yeah.
about Smits, and then it got totally like annihilated. They tried to take it out of history.
Yeah.
What happened there? There was that project about Smits
Yeah.
that just died.
That was my project. But at the time I was frozen in ice, so I couldn't get it done. But anyway, next question.
Do you keep up with what's going on in the squirrel community?
I try not to. It hurts so much to see my friends going on and being happy without me.
Right.
Yeah.
It must be
Anyway,
tough, though.
How long were you frozen in ice for?
Just 5 or 6 years. But, yeah, I don't call my mom as much anymore. She's kind of weird. She's, like, really liberal now.
That's
so
got to be hard
to
to not, because I'm sure Squirrel, like you said, they have social issues, the gay marriage stuff.
Yeah.
It must be hard for you not to break and go just lend a voice into that community and you know.
I try. They don't listen to me because fucking Caruso fucked it up
I
all
get
that
it.
time, you know?
I get it.
And if I could ask a follow-up question to what Anthony said, why were you frozen in ice for 5 or 6 years?
It's punishment for killing Caruso's father. But what I'd like to say is, you know, it's a hard thing to go back home.
Yeah.
You know, because when also
That's the second time you've said that.
you can't go home. You can never go home
You can't go home.
because
That's a song.
because your home is a tree and they cut the tree down.
Oh, so when you're saying you can't go home, that wasn't sort of metaphorical.
Yeah.
This was very literal. They cut your home down.
Yeah, I cut it down.
Oh,
and-
you cut it down.
You cut it down.
Yeah, I cut it down, and that's actually how how Jimmy Smits. That's how Caruso's father died. But like
Interesting.
I
I thought it
like
was
to
more
say,
Thunderball
health
related.
care. Well, I was all high on Thunderballs. Health care isn't a right.
So hold on a second.
Yeah.
And I'll let Anthony get into the healthcare debate with you. That's fine. Y'all, you do seem to kind of go wildly back and forth between extreme liberalism and just a fascist.
Yeah.
Which is an interesting view for a
Yeah.
squirrel. But if I could say, you have championed full transparency. You've kept
Yeah.
saying, I'm here to answer any question truthfully and honestly. And I do have to take umbrage with that. You, earlier in the interview, you implied, strongly implied, now you may never have said the words, but you strongly implied Caruso's father died in an accidental Thunderbolt-related overdose. Thunderball, excuse me.
Yes.
Now,
we were high on Thunderballs.
well, right, but before you kind of strongly implied that he died as a direct result of the Thunderballs. Now that's being changed a little bit where, yes, Thunderballs weren't involved. You're both very high, but...
He wasn't high. I just did all his Thunderballs.
Okay, so this is a huge change. So you did all his Thunderballs, which I don't even know why you would label them as his if you did them
They were
all.
divvied up.
Well, so you did. So he wasn't high at all.
They were divvied up.
And you cut down a
Hermano.
tree and murdered him.
Yes, shot him with a gun, and that's why. What? That's why we're for gun control in the squirrel community, because guns are too big for our little hands.
This must be so tough because the squirrel community is such a conservative mindset, and then you have to be a Hollywood liberal at the same time.
You are the worst journalist that's ever lived.
Oh yeah, Brendan. Well then, why do I got an award?
Fucking idiot.
Why do I got
Are
an
you kidding
award?
me?
Here's an
Think on
award.
my shelf.
The
Journalist of the Year from Smits to you.
Thank you.
The story of a lifetime is staring you in the face, and you're just glossing over it like a finely laminated press pass.
Yeah, you don't get how interviews work, huh?
I guess not.
Good cop, bad cop. You wear different hats.
Wait, how are you the good cop?
I'm very aware of this.
Because I'm not
Always,
talking
cop.
to him about what obviously we should be talking about. I'm trying to get his mind off it. You hit him with the high, I go low. Just Jimmy knows this more than anybody. He's been on more cop shows than anyone in the world.
I've got a satellite award.
He's got
Well,
a
I want you to
satellite
think
award.
about. I want you to think very hard about your next question, okay?
Yeah.
And before you get into that, I want to do a quick plug, guys. We're going to come a little harder with the plugs these days because, we want you to
subscribe,
come
you
out, and
dumb
when we had that
pigs.
live show, we realized you did come out. So subscribe to the podcast. You can catch Anthony and Greg live in Western Mass. Do you know where is Cabot a city?
I think Cabot is a Jewish temple.
Great, another great contribution to your own career.
It's also a wine.
So, well, whatever it is, you can catch them at Cabot Comedy Club in Western Mass.
If you could look that up and also tell if that's true. That'd be great.
CabotComedy.com. Anthony and Greg Stone will be there January 28th. Get your tickets online now. And then
Chicopee is the city.
Okay, Chicopee.
Yeah. Somewhere around there.
I will be at Caroline's in New York City February
Just go to Brendan's show.
7th. Come to both. I will be at Caroline's in New York City February 7th. You can go on to Caroline's website and get tickets with discount code Brendan. That's promo code Brendan. And, of course, subscribe, share, rate the podcast, do all that. And then put together a little jar of Q-tips. You douse them in cologne, and you have them.
Don't do it. Buy them from us. Jimmy Smits smell
buy 'em
sticks.
from us.
And you have them ready to go. You take a picture, you share it. You got your Jimmy Smits smell sticks.
We got to get him on board on it.
Hold on, let me get this.
Yeah, answer the phone.
Answer that.
Hello?
I got a question for you, Jimmy.
I love an answer.
Something about Brendan's credit card info.
Here's the numbers.
Yeah.
Here's my credit card information. I'm Jimmy Smits. I'm rich. Use my credit card information. Amex 179235.
You can't do this. This might be a guy's Amex account.
65215. That's Jimmy Smits' Amex card. I've got lots of money.
What if it's a different guy's Amex card?
So, you'd have to. His name would also have to be Jimmy Smits. Or
yeah.
Sometimes you don't need the name.
Now we got only.
You can't just plug in any number.
Plug in any number.
People would be plugging in all the numbers.
I don't know how much longer we have with you, Jimmy, but we probably have a couple more questions, right?
I don't have any.
All right. Well, I think I'll do the one that everyone probably wants me to ask. Some squirrels. Are there nut allergies in the squirrel community?
Oh my God! Why don't you ask an Italian guy if his blood is made of pasta? This is a most offensive question.
What? It's some people in the human community, have allergies to stuff that they need.
All you eat is nuts. You'd be dead in a minute. Yes, but yes, the answer is yes.
Oh, okay. So then what happens if you got a nut allergy as a squirrel?
Yeah, you go to a doctor, or you go to an actor acting like a doctor, and they usually give you good service. Because acting is.
Now I want to ask a final question. You told me.
I have some advice.
We started, when Anthony was in. Oh, you have some advice
that I'd like to give the world.
Okay.
Before you ask your question.
Yeah.
Think about this. All right. The world is an oyster. Be advised.
What?
The world is an oyster.
Yeah, what's that to get, Brendan?
Be advised.
You fucking idiot.
What? This interview is horseshit.
The world is an oyster. Be advised.
Be advised.
Okay, what
read
does that
between
mean?
the lines.
Fucking Maury Povich, okay, award-winning journalist. Tell me what that means. Then
the world is an oyster. Be advised.
Yes.
What is an oyster? It's living food. He's warning you about that.
No. That's not what I'm saying.
That's not what he's saying.
Oh.
I'm trying to tell you, the world is an actual oyster.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, like an undersea creature?
Yes.
Oh.
So we're living inside an oyster of another galaxy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes, and there is 7 men who
Yep,
protect
of
the
course.
oyster.
Okay, well, I'm going to go.
Anyway, what was your question?
None.
You didn't have a question?
Nah.
Come on.
No.
Ask a big question. Why is your jacket already on?
I'm getting ready to go.
We got to load this thing. You're the only one who has the power to do
Good
that.
podcast. Yeah.
We got to end on a high note.
Yeah.
How about a song?
Well, maybe I'll put the air conditioner on in my room so that it makes sense for you to be wearing
If
your
you
jacket.
think I'll go into that spider den ever in my life.
Follow us on Twitter. Greg Stone _. Anthony DeVito _
Airbud, baby.
Airbud.
Oh, man.
See, when Greg's here, he'll usually end the podcast before you guys are falling out of chairs and put your jackets on and leaving.
God.
Come on, let's just do one quick fun one so we could end on a high note for the new listeners.
Yeah, sounds great. It's the 4th of July.
It's the 4th of July.
And we're sitting around.
And we're sitting around.
And we bought these firecrackers.
And we bought
Got
these
some
firecrackers.
And we're hoping not to burn our fingers off.
Watch your fingies.
Fingers.
But it's the 4th of July.
It's the 4th of July.
And we bought these firecrackers.
And we bought these firecrackers.
And we're hoping not to burn our fingers off.
Watch them fingies.
And it's Christmas Eve.
And it's Christmas Eve.
And
What a
we bought all
calendar.
these ornaments.
Bought all these ornaments.
And we're decorating the tree.
And we
Got it.
decorate the
The
tree.
tree.
It's Christmas Eve.
It's Christmas Eve.
And we bought all these ornaments.
And we bought all these ornaments.
And we're decorating the tree.
Get the
decorate
tree.
Oh, it's Thanksgiving night.